Alright. So, last time on Blaster Master, what happened? I discovered two different ways to get stuck in the wall. The first way was kind of my fault. After stage 4, there's a locking door, and you have to get out of your ship to unlock the door. After unlocking the door, I stepped inside like the doorway, which is like these blocks that disappear, and I paused. And in this game, when you unpause, any blocks that have disappeared reappear when you unpause. And that left me stuck inside the wall when I unpaused. It was a very curious place to pause. Like, I don't know who else would have the whim to pause there, but I did. So it was sort of my fault. I know I can avoid that one. The second one was in the water area, in the stage just after, stage 5. It seemed like it glitched, and like one of the pipes to transition between rooms grabbed me like in the middle of the room and threw me into a wall. And at that point, I'd been streaming long enough, I wasn't going to restart. So I left left off that at that point. And I'm ready to give it another go tonight. So I didn't even make progress last night. The first night I got to the end of stage 7. Second night I didn't get past stage 5. Hopefully I don't run into that glitch again. Or find another way to get stuck in the wall. So. Oh, I might point out one thing about... Not about the intro, but like the attract mode sequence. It plays the game without music, but occasionally you hear this like orchestra hit sample that plays, and it's really weird. I don't know if it's like a leftover. It might be the same orchestra hit from like Fester's Quest or something. But you'll just hear it like... Oh, does it play in this section? Oh, it might not play in this section. I don't know if I want... Oh, hi there, Steely Bell. Yeah, it was really curious to me. I don't think we'll hear it here, but in the sections where like the tank's running around, there's like this sound that comes on. Let's see if it comes up. And it's not I don't think it's the sound that plays during the regular game. Might be hard to notice under the music, but it's just like... I would say that it's buggy code. It probably is a bug, but at the same time, it sounds like a sound sample. Like, that doesn't sound like random data or like accidentally using the wrong data. It sounds like an actual orchestra hit sound sample. So like they stuck it into the ROM and maybe had a planned use for it. Here, let's see if we can hear it now. I'm not hearing it yet. Okay, I'm hearing it now. Yeah, it was really quiet. They're fully present in a pre-release version? Oh yeah, I've heard there's a prototype version of this that was dumped. Anyway, I'm gonna start. And I finally read up on the one major change from the Japanese version, or at least the one major level change. There's a room, the room with the two keys to unlock was changed, and I guess I'll explain it when we get there, but basically in the Japanese version you had to do a leap of faith and then catch a ladder like 3 screens down, and it was just bizarre. But I found on the cutting room floor has a good diagram of it, and it has a quote from a developer interview where they said the US localization staff had complained about this moment in the game, so they changed it. I guess I'll point it out when we get there. Whoa, what have we got? Oh, it's the Renaissance! Hi there, Notorious 907. Brigand, the Renaissance, you're just in time. We're just getting started here. Oh, I fell in. How is everybody? How did Psychic World go? Hello, little mixer. Might be a wizard. There's a remake? Oh, so there is a remake of this game? Or is it like... Are you talking like Blaster Master Zero, or... I haven't actually played any of the sequels, or... Like, is Blaster Master Zero a remake, or is it... Yeah, so I don't know. I'm kind of curious about playing through the Japanese version. If this run goes well, maybe I'll do one more run of the Japanese version just to compare. Because I imagine once you learn the skills... How do I get on the ladder here? Do I have to start at the bottom? I have to start at the bottom of the ladder. Okay. There's a remake on the Wii? Oh, okay. I can't remember the Japanese title, like Chou-Wakusei Meta Fight or something like that. I'm not sure I've got all the words there. Also, hello, RT55J. Yeah, I know it ends with Meta Fight. And I guess that's kind of like the abbreviated title. So welcome, everybody. We're headed towards the first boss. I think it's at the end of this little dungeon here. And I don't know, I've been really enjoying this. So this is my 3rd night in a row playing this game. And it's a tricky game, but it is yielding. I do get the hang of it. It's got an amazingly large world to it. There are many things that seem quite harsh about it, but I'm having a lot of fun. I don't think I need to go for that POW. This and Faxanadu were your first things you started to collect? Yeah, I tried playing it a bunch of times in the past, and I never read the manual, and I always found it really confusing and really awkward. It is awkward. It's very awkward. So this boss you just hammer with grenades and it's no problem. But after reading the manual, that gave me just enough orientation to know, like, oh, the P is for power up, H is for hover. Like, it drops these H things that do nothing, for like the first half of the game. So I don't know, I was confused by like what was going on for a long while. But after reading the manual, it's perfectly clear. And then I'm left with all the like, this game is really well designed to be irritating or fussy. I don't know how to... It depends on your frame of mind. But, like, every single enemy is placed in, like, the perfect spot to require just a little too much effort to hit. And it's kind of wonderful that way. Like, it just... Once you get the hang of it, this is like really busy, like very, very active on the controller, but very subtle movements, like moving back and forth, like little bits to jump up and get in the right position and stuff. Like I've really enjoyed getting a feel for it. But at the same time, I could also see that being a real turn-off for this game. Like, it is quite a thing to control. But it's really nice. It's really smooth. The animation of the tank is fantastic. Also, hi Duke Donuts, how's it going? And the enemies have... A lot of them are really interesting and active. What? Did my NES just reset? Oh no. Ah. Okay, so I've been like trying to repair this NES for forever. I thought I had taken care of this, but maybe not. I've replaced like so much of the inside of this NES. It's like, I don't know. Well, I'm starting over. That's okay. I wasn't that far in. I mean, that was only like 10 minutes into the game, so hopefully it won't happen. I mean, like, the last 2 nights I've played for many hours in a row with no problem. Yeah, it is an NES of Theseus. What is it time for? I'll just go. The other thing is, like, it's not always a good idea to fight enemies in this game. It's often just a better idea to run away. Keep moving. Oh, I don't want to be in this water. Oh, I do have another NES. I have my backup NES. It's just, I thought I finally had this one repaired. And it is behaving better. But I don't know if there's like another problem somewhere else. The reason I'm attached to this NES, other than it was my first NES, but my first NES I only got in I got this in like 2011. I didn't own an NES in my childhood. I played a bunch of NES games, like, I knew a bunch of people who had it. So my friends had it, my cousin had it. So I played it a lot, but never in depth. I never got to play games like this from start to finish. It would mostly be like 2-player things, like Blades of Steel or Battletoads, the first couple levels, because we weren't getting any further than the turbo tunnels. Or like Double Dragon 2 and 3. I remember playing those games a lot. But yeah, I do have a backup NES. It's just... so this one I've had for a while. It's also got some mods. So that I can dump carts and do other like weird experiments with it. And it's got an audio mod, so I can put Famicom carts in it with an adapter. But I don't really do that anymore because I have a Famicom now. My Famicom is my other backup NES, kind of. Because they are pretty much the same machine. For the most part. This scorpion enemy is really curious. There's enemies that like this floating head I've only seen in this one place. The scorpion... Uh-oh. The scorpion I've only seen in 2 places in the first level. Alright, so let's beat this boss again. But I'm just worried that the NES will start resetting again. Like, it used to... What happened was it started resetting, like, every 20 minutes or so, and that was not tenable for trying to do much stuff. Okay, first boss reacquired. So I wasn't much farther than this. So I don't know. If like, I replaced all the power supply capacitors, actually all the electrolytic capacitors on the board. I replaced some of the chips. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, a game that could use passwords. This could definitely use passwords. It is a pretty lengthy game, I think. Like, I've gotten to the halfway point in this game a couple times now. I guess 3 times now. And the last time it took me just under an hour, I think. Okay, so just over here, which is where I was headed before we had a reset. This door, which I think you might be able to destroy just with missiles. So I'm not sure if you need to beat the first boss or not to complete this game, because it doesn't seem to block you. However, yeah, I got to the 7th boss on the first night. The second night I got stuck in the wall halfway through the game, twice. For different reasons, but twice. And after that, I went to bed. So this is night 3. So I haven't been back to that stage 7 a second time, but I'm confident I can get there and not get stuck in the wall again. I'm assuming that getting stuck in the wall was a rare glitch. One of the times I know exactly why it happened, and I can easily prevent it, but destructible blocks in this game, when you hit pause, they all reappear. And I did that in a doorway, which was, I guess, a bad idea, but I wouldn't have thought of that consequence. Whoa, I'm getting another raid. The 7th level is like the lava volcano kind of level, and it's got the pink frog boss. Hi there, Retro Drew. Thanks for the raid. Spaz Corp, Curran TV, hello everybody. How are you doing? Stay hungry. 545. What were you up to, Retro Drew? And hi there, Jan Latan. Trying to do this game again. Okay, so now I gotta remember... I don't think the boss is down and to the right. I think I have to go up here. Of course, you always have to go up where the lava is. Oh! Okay. And then... I think I go up and to the right in this room. I think. And Rich Chili Palmer, hello. Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Ah. Now... I don't think it's in there. I think I have to go higher. Ooh. Yeah, I think it's this room. Yes, this is now very familiar. Is there any reason from a programming perspective? No, I don't think there's anything technical preventing it. Like a battery, that does increase the production cost of the cart, but the password does not. I don't tend to use the word laziness when I'm discussing game developers, because usually things that are a matter of time are not under their control. Oftentimes you have lots of great ideas that your employer will not pay you to implement. So if I recall, going up through that first room goes to dead ends, but this way leads to the end. And I think straight up here is a room that I can't get to. Yeah, okay. So there's a power-up over there. It wouldn't... Okay, so the rental market doesn't exist in Japan, so it's not rental market related. I've heard of, like... I've heard people bring up that idea a lot of times, and I'm sure some games did alter themselves to make rentals harder to get through or whatever, but that's not a thing in Japan, and this game didn't have passwords in Japan, so like I don't... Oh. So I definitely think that's not the case for this game, but... Yeah, I'm sure that somebody might have done something to target the rental market, but it's like... I don't know, people have theories about difficulty changes, and... I don't know. I think a lot of the time it's just, yeah, that's the reason for one game, or we know it's the reason for one game, but like it's not the reason or wrong for a lot of other cases. Sort of like the idea that like Japanese games are harder, like there's so many counterexamples to that. I haven't played Fester's Quest, but... What was this boss? Was this crab number 1? Okay. So here's where I start to hold the A button and mash with another finger. So here I go overhand. I did this badly because I'm trying to demonstrate, but if you hold the A button you can strafe, basically. And I go overhand so that I can use like different fingers, because I don't like holding one button and then mashing with another finger. So I sort of switch fingers. I'm using my middle finger now, I don't know if you can see. And then I'll use my index finger. And then I might switch, but... but anyhow, I sort of move back and forth just to not be mashing with the same finger all the time. Yeah, I've seen a bit of Tester's Quest. But I don't know. Yeah, it's a term I've heard thrown around a lot, but I'm not sure that there's much to back it up. It's a possibility, but there are lots of reasons things can be changed that don't have anything to do with it. And there's lots of reasons that things can be, you know, that bugs exist. And similarly, like, you know, notable bugs aren't evidence that the game wasn't tested either. It just means that nobody was able to fix it, or nobody was given the time to fix it if they had noticed it. That kind of thing. And that happens a lot, where you definitely know about a bug, but nobody's going to pay you to fix it. Okay, so wait, I got the crusher, which means I can go through walls. So that's the way back, but I think just down here is another door. Yeah, okay, this is the way to stage 4, I think. Hi there, Dan Bob Dixon, how's it going? I've been having a lot of fun playing Blaster Master the last few days. Yeah, I don't know about Holy Diver, but I mean, like, I know games, especially then, like, the deadlines were super tight, the budgets were super small. I'm sure tons of games shipped with lots of known bugs. Games still ship with lots of known bugs. But the scope of things has changed a lot. Wait, so have you heard something about Holy Diver? I haven't played Holy Diver. I've heard about it having a bug, but I haven't done anything to look into. But if it's known to be the DPCM sample issue, then that might actually be easy to correct. Whoa! I fired in midair. Okay, stage 4. A little bit hazy in my memory, but I think this is the correct way. I really like these egg enemies that, yeah, no, what I mean is, like, if the issue is known, like, the Renaissance asked me a little while ago, like, what would it take to patch it? Maybe I could patch it. Especially if there's prior research on it that I can leverage. Nope, up that way. Okay, do I have something I could attack this thing with? No. I'll just take damage. Oh yeah, they follow. The enemies are really dynamic in this game, and I love that about it. In a later Sunsoft game, in Gimmick, the enemies are really responsive to everything you do, and it's really amazing. Oh yeah! You know what? I think I remember taking a death at this particular moment a couple times because it's hard to gather power in this particular spot. Oh, that's a neat trick. Okay, so last time I was here, I was trying to kill this enemy with lightning, but when you jump and scroll it off, it disappears, and then I couldn't tell where it was, and then I tried to jump down, and I jumped down straight on it and died. See, these enemies don't drop POW. You're unable to jump one frame before moving off a ledge. That's interesting. So they do, like, the movement, the horizontal movement, before they check for the jump or something like that. That sounds like it'd be harder to change. Okay, what have I got here? Okay, down on the left, that's a room with power-ups, but... Okay, I gotta be careful not to die here. And I'm not running into life-giving enemies. Ah, this room is maybe good. Can we... The random lightning attack is so bizarre. Like, that's sort of what I mean about... Everything about this game is fussy. Like, all the power-ups are very situational, and... hard to use effectively. Oh no, one of these spots. So you're not stuck there, but the jump is really weird. It reminded me of the Ninja Turtles game, because there's a bunch of, like, jumps that feel like that in it. Okay, did you, is there like a website where you read about that in, or did you investigate it yourself, or... I'm just wondering where that knowledge is, because I might... What is going on? I couldn't enter that door. That felt weird. I don't know why I'm using missiles there. I don't need to use missiles. Okay, so these enemies also are not giving POW. You know what? Oh, no, I can't build up POW. I thought I could build up POW. I forgot you have separate power meters for the character and the tank. So that's why I've died in this section at least twice. Probably more. It's just really hard to build up power in this segment. So here's another case, like, you could shoot straight up at an enemy, but you have to be, like, to get that one, you have to be, like, right on the edge. You can't shoot from here, and from here, you can't get close enough to the wall. So they put the enemy right in the middle, so you have to, like, do something tricky to get in between. And I feel like almost every enemy in the game is placed that way, just to make them... to make you work for everything, every little thing. So, like, if I want power up from this enemy, which I do, I need to bring it down. Whereas if I want to attack it safely, I can do that, but now I can't reach its power up. So good, so well thought out, like every little moment, I feel. There's like 2 I can't get. Nope. Rachel Retro? Oh! No! I'm barely hanging on here. I always try and use up plus button to do the special weapon because of like Castlevania, but it's down plus weapon in this game. Which actually makes sense because there's no duck, but there's stuff to do, like you can aim up. Maybe I can pause to get that enemy back? No. Ugh, no! Still out of range. Okay, finally got me. So this section is really hard to get through, I'm finding. And like the first time I got here I didn't realize, but when it happened like where I'd have no deaths until that point in the run, I started to realize, hey, they made this section tricky. And just the tricky thing is, it's the first section where it's kind of hard to rebuild your POW meter. There aren't too many enemies that drop it for a while. And here they start giving it back. Oh well. The DPCM issue is rare to see in games because usually, well, if you're music using it, it comes up really often and the effects are really severe. But I could see it slipping into a game if they're used, if samples are used kind of rarely. Alright, so I took a death there, which has been standard for all my runs. I got much further in that section than the last 2 times I played, but it's just interesting to see that that particular section is tricky, and for that reason. Because they don't really withhold the P. There's 1 drum sample in Holy Diver. I don't know, so that's been a game that I've been meaning to take a look at for a while to play, but yeah, after the Renaissance was telling me there's something to fix in it, I thought maybe that's something I should look at some point. I guess I don't need that, but I need to kind of respawn these. Oh, here's the crab. So a lot of tricky stuff in this game is like enemies freeze when they hit the edge of the screen. So if you get them there, you can hold them there until they're in a place where you want them. But it's really weird kind of manipulation. Alright. Ah. Oh! Did I lose the gun? I lost the second gun. I will only have 3 gun going into this boss, instead of 4, I think. Also, because you're right-handed, when you face up and down, your shot offsets a bit, which I love. I think that's a wonderful touch. Again, it plays into the fussiness of this game. I like that a lot in Dark Souls, actually, where you could equip stuff on your other hand as well. But there's so many times when you'd be like against a wall and you couldn't attack because like the wall's right there. Alright. So this should be the frog? No! Oh, yeah, it's the moving blocks. So each of these goes down pretty quickly from grenades, but it's dangerous to get close. Ah. And you don't really know which attack they're gonna do. Sometimes they're gonna fire lasers, sometimes not. Oh. Okay, I'm a bit low health now, but there's only 3 left. There we go. Just barely managed. Whew. Okay. So the nice thing about this is you get back in the ship, and the ship refills your health. So, see, my health is at full now. The ship's health is still low. However, I have hover capability now, so I can do this. So now that's not out of reach, but it costs a lot of hover, which takes a little while to build up. So you don't want to use hover like everywhere, you want to kind of conserve it for when you need it, because it's tedious to get back, but like right here you got to use it to get out of this place after defeating the boss that gives it to you, which makes sense. You know, they want to make sure you figure out how to use it before you have to figure out how to apply it all the way across the game. Which is what you now need to do. So the manual actually tells you that Area 5 is behind Area 1. Or wait, no, this was Area 3. Area 4 is behind Area 1. These ones are hard to avoid. Oh, wow. Am I gonna get out of here? Actually, I probably will get out of here because I don't have to go through the section of this level that doesn't have very much POW, because there's a shortcut just up here, I think. But it could easily go sour. Ooh. Here I'm willing to trade some hover for POW because I don't want to lose a life. But here's where you need to use it to get to this shortcut area. So this area is really weird because you can't get close enough to the wall to That's how you do it. You turn around. Okay, I had a different strategy for doing this. So I was mentioning before. So, like, yeah, when you're against the wall, your tank needs room to shoot up. But you can turn around and then you tilt back. That's neat. I like that. When you pause, the blocks always come back. So what I had been doing until now is pausing here, which kind of zips me into the wall in 2 places at once. And getting through that way. Yeah, the tank is handed, isn't it? Sort of, yeah. That's really neat. I never realized I could do that. So the upward aim is on one side. Ah, that is so neat and... Yeah, so it's taken me like 5 attempts at this game to even figure that out. Is this the way back? No, I should just go straight up, because this is like the first room in this area, I'm remembering. I think it's just back here to get out. Oh wait, no. This is... okay, this spot right here, I've never seen what's up there, but I kind of expect that'll be like the final area of the game. I'm not sure. But yeah, the topic of Japanese games being harder or easier is a really interesting one. And like there were very well-known cases where it was definitely true. Like in the case of Squaresoft, they definitely thought Western audiences wanted easier RPGs, and like that's why they made Mystic Quest. And like the reasons for that are well documented. Or like how Final Fantasy IV was made easier. But the funny thing about Final Fantasy IV being made easier is that they realized Japanese audiences also liked it easy, and then they released Final Fantasy II or Final Fantasy IV Easy Type in Japan, which is really curious. Is this the way I want to go? Hang on, where am I going now? I've got to go all the way back to the beginning of the game now that I have hover. Which I love. That's the perfect place to hide the place to continue. But I think there's a faster way to do this, but I've forgotten. But I know I can just go back down here. Hi there, Shinjin Meng. Oh, there were people intentionally writing accounts of it? Yeah, I think a lot of people point to Super Mario Brothers 2, and I don't think that's a case of them thinking that like US audiences wouldn't get it so much as them thinking that they released a game that was too hard and wasn't selling well, and they shouldn't bother releasing it in the West. Like, to me, that's the explanation for Mario 2. And I think a lot of the times a game being easier happens in a second release. When they get a chance to localize it, they get a chance to tune things that they thought weren't good. And sometimes they often thought a game was too hard after initial release, and then letting a lot more people test it. Okay, yeah, this is the way back. So I think there's a lot of cases where whatever the second release is gets a lot easier because of that phenomenon. Yeah, I don't think Mario 2 did super well in Japan. I think it had its fans, and it has its fans here too. Like, once it was finally released, but they just didn't think they had a hot item, and it wasn't worth the cost to bring to another country. Someone was saying there's something different about the continues in this game, where you get unlimited continues in Japan, or I'm not sure. I haven't checked on it, but if this run is successful, I might give the Japanese one a playthrough. I really just want to see how the one room plays out, entering the 5th stage. But I kind of feel that 5 continues is a lot for this game, because it takes hours to work through those continues. At least it did for me. So as far as I'm concerned, this game has infinite continues, because like by the time I've hit 5 continues, I don't want to play anymore. Like it takes too long. So here's a good place to grind for hover, which I'm going to need in a moment. That one. I don't want to fall onto the yellow grass below because it's deadly. It won't instantly kill me, but it'll be hard to get out. Okay, so that's enough hover now. Move on. A little bit low on power, but that's okay. These enemies are weak. This is the first screen of the game. But I love that they hide the secret to continue right here, like right above where you start. That's so neat. Oh, I hate it when it does that. These enemies are a little bit unpredictable. Okay, I made it. I just barely made it. The credit price and desires of arcade operators. Oh man. I remember being really mad. When I was a kid, I found the game Willow at like a Kmart, back when Kmart existed. I don't know if it still exists, but it doesn't exist in Canada anymore. There was a Willow machine, and like that game is gorgeous, like, and it has like a fantasy theme. It was like everything I wanted at that age. I put a quarter in, and it was set for 1 quarter for 1 life. My game lasted like 5 seconds. Because the operator had just put it on the hardest settings. And I was so disappointed, and I was never going to put another quarter into that. But years later, you know, like I look at it on MAME, and like that's... I realized I had been taken advantage of. Okay, so to the right here is a room with a lock, which we'll come back to once we have the key, the giant key. This stage is fairly short. So how long did that take? I think that's even faster than the last time I did it, because I think last time I did it, it took me 40 minutes to get here. And I think I reset at about 25 minutes into my stream, so it's about 35, maybe just a little bit faster. Because I think it's been 35 minutes since that weird reset. However, I think I know the way to go in this sewer area. So I think I need to go down and to the left here, and then down. Maybe not down there. I think it's down on this side, yeah. The mines are annoying because, like, they appear as they're scrolling in. Yeah, the environment art in this game is fantastic. I guess all the art. But, I mean, the sprites are small. But I think it has great animation. The look and design of things, I think, were made by people who wanted to make things basically custom for the NES. Like, they knew what it could do, and they figured good ways to make it work. Like, these same graphics wouldn't be possible on a system with, like, equivalent capabilities, but, like, a different set of kind of arbitrary things about it. Oh, I might have... Is this the wrong... No! I think this is the right way, because there's a... No! This is the wrong way. How... Huh... Okay, so I've not internalized the map of this level correctly, but I don't have to go in that dungeon this time. I think last time I went in that dungeon because I didn't know whether or not it was the boss. But I know that dungeon for a fact isn't the boss. So I think if I go left... Oh, is this what I missed? Left and down? I think this is it. Yeah. This seems familiar now. Of course, it seemed familiar before, so I could just be wrong again. Nice thing about this water, it just acts like water, like it doesn't damage you. Like the lava does in Stage 2. It just kind of slows you down. Yeah, this is the way. Okay, this is a good spot for lightning. Unfortunately, you can't aim the lightning. It goes where it will. Let's go back to missiles, that's probably a good default. Oh, right, you have to go up here. Good thing I had a little bit of a hover accumulated somehow. But it seems that they do give you this kind of enemy anywhere you need to actually hover. They give you a place to recover it. It just takes a little while. So this spot, I'm almost at the boss. But it's funny, like last time I got here, right here. So there's this enemy that hovers around. You have to climb this ladder out of your ship. So when I beat this boss last time, I only had like a sliver of health left. So I went down the ladder and I was scared of that enemy, and I accidentally slipped off the ladder. And one thing about being out of your spaceship, if you fall farther than the normal height of your jump, you just die. It's one of those games. So if you're like on a ledge and you jump and fall to a ledge below, you usually die. But I was scared of the enemy and I walked off the ladder. Like, you can jump off the ladder. It's safe to jump off the ladder at this height, but higher it is not. So, like, I panicked trying to avoid it. So let's see if I can get back from that this time. Oh yeah, this level has something really weird about it. So there are these little islands in the middle of the water. Okay, I can't hit that from that angle. You might think my grenades have like an area of effect, but they don't. They're very specific. So like these islands, you can't walk to them. If you step into the water, you die instantly. So at some point, you'll start to see power-ups on those islands. And I wonder if, like right here, is that just teasing me? Like what is the point of those? I don't know. Can I still get that power? Ah. That's fine. And I mean, teasing the player can be a point, but it's just... it's odd. Okay, so now I have 2 gun power-ups, so my gun now reaches across the screen. So now I want to be more careful about not getting hit. The thing that makes these enemies most reasonable is that they only do 3 shots and then they pause. Oh, so you usually have a safe period to approach them. If you can count. Oh yeah! I think the music is the sound of the frog. It's like the croak of the frog during the pause. Unfortunately, I can't hear the music too well right now because I've got the furnaces going, which I try to noise filter out, and usually that works pretty well, but it means I need to repair my CRT a bit. And I can't adjust the volume easily. So when the furnace is loud, I just can't hear things as well. PHP. Yes. PHP appears in this game. So after 3 shots, it's usually safe to go in. And why is that power there? That's what I want to know. Is it just there to be mean? Is it just there to make me infinitely question everything? So the H gives you... the flashing H gives you 4. Like, it does half your hover meter. Your meter has, like, sub-units. It's not just 8 units, but it fills it up halfway. Same with the flashing POW. It fills up your power the halfway. Suddenly I realize... if I end up with... okay, so here's like an empty room, kind of a prelude to the boss. If I end up with like almost no health after this boss, which I probably shouldn't because it's actually a pretty easy boss, because it's a very predictable pattern. 3 jumps, and then the tongue, and then 3 jumps, and then... balls, and then 3 jumps, and then this fireball. You can only hit it when its mouth is open, so your gun is kind of useless. And as I said, like the grenade is a very specific target, I guess. So every 3rd time it's a fireball, so you can get ready and run away for that instead. Okay, that was a good one. You take a hit and then use the invincibility to cross the water? That's an interesting idea. I don't think I'd ever considered that. So, on stage 7, this boss comes back. So presumably this is your pet frog that has been mutated. When it comes back on stage 7, it's faster and it's random. And its attacks are bigger. I'm wondering if there's a place I can stand. It seemed like standing to the side of the fire. It doesn't hit me a lot of the time. So maybe I could learn to do that for the second version of this boss, but alright, here's the giant key, which I'm going to carry back to the tank. And what I was thinking is if I ended up with no health again, like I did last time, I could probably just go back through this dungeon and fight these enemies for extra POW. That'd be easier than what happens out here. But last time I came out of here with basically 0 health, and I was really worried about this enemy, and I ended up jumping... Here it just runs away! I ended up jumping off the ladder trying to avoid it, and died. So I think in a speed run you want to continue at various points, because a continue takes you back to the beginning of an area. I haven't actually watched a speedrun of this game, at least not lately. I know I saw a playthrough like way back, but I don't remember the details of it. It's been long enough that... Also in speedruns, you don't... like watching a speedrun or a long play of a game, you don't necessarily retain everything that happened. But I imagine there's like a lot of interesting speedrun things, especially with this game being kind of as buggy as it is. So twice last night I had myself get stuck in a wall after this point. Like I'd played all the way to here, which takes, you know, about an hour. I think this was about 40 minutes to get here in this run, maybe 45 minutes. But I'll show you what I did that locked me in a wall when we get back to the room where I used the key. So all the way up, and then all the way left, all the way down. Trying to figure out the route on the way out, just so I remember it for when I play through the Japanese version, or if this run doesn't work. Okay, so I go down, take the first left, all the way left, and then all the way down, and that's the way to the boss. I think that's all I need to remember. So, I also love how hover is activated, like your wheels turn sideways. It's like it's like they open up and spray out gas. So just over here is a room with a lock. And if you pause right here, the door that just opened will reappear. And it'll be a solid wall again. I'm not going to do it, but maybe I'll do it on the way back. And I'm not sure if it's different with the tank. I'm not sure if I'd be stuck inside the wall if I did it as the tank, But as this guy, you can get stuck inside like one tile. This area is also really tricky. So in the Japanese version, there's no platforms in this room, on this half of the room. You just have... You have to jump straight, like jump off there and fall straight down from where I am, and there's a ladder there. So I think if you hold down, when you land on the ladder, you'll go down in and climb on it, and it will cancel the fall damage, apparently. Like, it's very... It doesn't make sense. And they changed it for this version. That thing is not worth attacking, because you tend to, like, jump up, and then you jump down, and then you fall too far, and then you explode. That happens. But yeah, you have to land, like, right about here. There's a ladder. Let me check that out. So you get... Like, how precise do you have to be about landing on the ladder? I don't know. I'm not sure if this top piece of the ladder actually counts as ladder. Anyhow, in the Japanese version, it's really remarkably obtuse and weird. So what happened was, I touched this key, and then I walked here, and then I thought it was a good time to pause, because I wanted to look at my inventory and think about the key. But I'll show you. If I step right here, I think I should be safe here. Hopefully. Otherwise, I'm gonna end up... But I paused. Door reappears. I was inside the wall, and I was stuck forever. So normally, like, the triggers are on the left and right side of the wall, so you can't get stuck if you're outside it. But I was inside it where there's no trigger. Yeah, that pause was the middle of my second stream. I had another getting stuck inside the wall moment, which was not my fault at all, I will contend. I'll show you where it was. Hopefully it won't happen again, because I don't want to see it again. Because I've been through this section a few times and it didn't happen before. But basically this section... Also, hello, Fistbit, and Optimon. I didn't realize... That was you. Okay, hello. Oh. But how this section is, like, connected with pipes... I guess we'll see in a bit. I like that I've... So, the hover is activated by pressing jump while you're already in midair. If I do it here, it's not useful. I just float back down because the hover doesn't work underwater. It's nice that it doesn't burn fuel underwater either. So here you've got nowhere to go unless you get out and go on your own, and I really love that. This is a really nice, neat section. But this section has these pipes, and basically, I think one room to the left of here, I locked up because I got stuck in a wall. I think I should fight these. Take their power. Because basically, right here, a pipe... I went down here, and I went back up here, and then I went to the left, and a pipe sucked me in, and I ended up in this wall on the left. Like, an invisible pipe. A pipe that I guess was placed, like, right here. And I don't know what caused that, but luckily it didn't happen there. Like, I did the same... I really shouldn't have. I did basically exactly the same motions, and it didn't happen this time. I think that was probably a really rare bug, but that ended my night last night. I didn't feel I had enough time for another run at that point, but... Yeah, it acted exactly like I stepped in a pipe, but the output of the pipe, instead of going to another room, went to the wall. Oh, the speedrun takes advantage of whatever the pipe bug was. Whoa, I'm almost out of health. Now I'm really worried. So basically, like, these snails, I can't fight effectively. These guys I can, but sometimes they shoot back. Okay, that makes me feel better. And because enemies don't come back in this game right away, I think there's like a queue of like 16 enemies or something, maybe 32, where it remembers the enemies that were killed, so it doesn't respawn them if you go right back. Oh, this wasn't the way to go anyway. Okay. So yeah, basically the snails you need the tank to kill. You can't really deal with them in Jason form. So you just gotta carefully avoid them. Okay, that's nice. So if you go down there, there's a dungeon you can explore for power-ups. Which I don't really need, because... So, the next boss is the crab boss. It's come back, but it's tougher. Oh wait, no, I want to go down. Walls are the real final boss, maybe. But then I found out about how you can hold A to strafe, and that makes the crab boss a lot easier. And once I knew that, it wasn't a problem. And that's actually in the manual. I did read the manual, the English manual. It's in the Japanese manual. They somehow managed to leave it out of the English manual. It seemed like they were consolidating the top view and side view pages of the manual, which each had a separate diagram of the controller and a list of the things you could do. They consolidated that into one page, and in the abbreviation they neglected to mention that you can hold A to strafe. Which also was not the word you would use for it back then, because, well, I don't know, if you were writing a manual now, which games don't really have manuals, but like strafe wasn't a... I assume that term became a thing with Wolfenstein 3D, but... like that thing for video games. Like, I know Wolfenstein 3D was taking it from... I think I talked about this before in the previous stream, but... I've bungled it. Oh, no, I'm okay. Okay, you gotta run up here really fast, otherwise you get hit by that thing. But it didn't matter because I didn't have gunpowder power anyway. Those particular enemies, if you're ever directly below them, they fire an unavoidable shot at you. That, like, rainbow shot. This room entering that crab makes it hard to kind of deal with them both at the same time. But yeah, like, strafe was taken from, like, a military term, which I think originally was, like, a German military term for, like, attacking from a plane with machine gun, bestrafen, which meant like punishment, and that became strafe. At least I think that's the etymology of that word, but then it became like a very common video game term after Wolfenstein, because it's like a really useful thing, and it existed before Wolfenstein, because like you can see it in this game and probably many other games, but it's just funny to think what it would be described as now. And I can't say exactly what it was described as, because it's in Japanese and I don't know... I mean, like, the looking it up in a dictionary, it says, like, it fixes the direction of your... It seemed like it said cane to mean your, like, cannon or something. I don't know if that was... I haven't, like, looked at the whole manual and tried to translate it yet, because it It's a lot of text in it, but I'm very slow with Japanese. Takes me a while to get through, but... Oh, here's the... I was wrong! I thought you can't enter... Okay, so this boss, you always want to strafe. Oh wait, this isn't... Okay. Because it moves randomly back and forth, it helps to be able to do that. So originally I was trying to fight it like this, like moving back and forth, getting underneath, and then like moving when a bubble came near me, which is pretty hard. I think it's doable, but I had a bunch of tries at that and never succeeded. Also, if you ever end up with less than one gun power up here, like if I take 2 hits here, I'll have health remaining, but it's kind of impossible to get close and attack this thing. But with the strafe, you can just kind of follow it back and forth. No problem. Or very little problem. Maybe I can show what I do now. So like, I try and hold it with, right now I'm holding it with my ring finger, and it gets tired, so I switch. Because I don't like mashing for very long with the same finger. It tires my fingers. And presumably I could get up in its face and use grenades in a really aggressive manner, but I don't know how easy that is to do. And you can also power up your gun to level 8. So in like a speed run, maybe they do that. I don't know. It's really funny, because like as your gun powers up, it starts to move in weird ways, which both help and hinder, and that's kind of like a theme in this game. Like every power-up is awkward to use, which is something I love about this game, but it's also something that makes it like really tricky. This boss has a lot of health, but I think it's in its final form. I think I counted something like 60 or 70 shots, but I don't know. Like, I don't think your gun power-ups ever do more damage. I'm not sure about gun level 8, but... or 7. But mostly it's just about being able to shoot more, or shoot longer, or... So it, like, enables you to mash faster. Getting the gun power up. I'm surprised this enemy isn't dead yet. Because it doesn't seem to be shooting out more bubbles yet. Like, I think this is the maximum bubbles. Maybe it's like 100 shots, I don't know. I haven't been counting this time, because... And I like how the battle music is like 6 seconds long. Just a loop. Oh. Yeah, it has quite a lot of health. Well, I think like the final phase of that boss is like half of its health. And I think it takes 40 or 50 shots to get to that phase. Like, it starts out with just, like, 2 bubbles, like, left and right. They're easy to avoid because they don't come down straight. And then it adds, like, a 3rd one, then it's, like, 5, and then it's, like, 7. And it gets faster. But I think it stops getting faster pretty early on. Anyway, that's the Stage 4 boss, and we'll head into... Or, wait, is it Stage 5? I can't even remember anymore. I guess I can pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was Stage 5. Right, we already had the key. We just got Dive. Okay. So I'm now further than I got last night because I got stuck in a wall twice at about just before this point, and I felt I didn't have enough time to continue, so I went to bed. Oh, I don't want to fight those. Wow, did that thing do... How much damage did that do? I love that they have a section where they give you a reason to have to, like, go without the tank for a while. I think that's really fun. I wish I wish I could use grenades, but it makes sense. You need to jump. Which also... So hang on, let me show for a moment. Here's the English manual. They only have this one page for joystick operation. It's funny that they called it a joystick. I like that too. But see, it just says hand grenades indicates when Jason is out of vehicle. Like, they were really parsimonious with this page. Whereas the Metafight Japanese manual, they have a side view controller diagram, and they have a separate top view controller diagram. And right here is the tip that the A button can be used for strafing. And they had, like... So they kind of distinguished between top view and side view, whereas in the English version, you know, they mention that Jason gets out of the vehicle, but, you know, they were just trying to do it with one little diagram, and they omitted a very critical piece of information, I would say. So you don't press A to swim up, you hold up to swim up, and you jump to start swimming, or you walk off a ledge. It's kind of weird. Okay, I didn't get sucked into a wall. I figure that getting sucked into a wall bug is really rare. I don't know how to trigger it again, and I don't ever want to see it again, but... I guess it's the thing this game does. Oh, and the other thing that somebody else watching kind of pointed out, but this area has like all these colored dots in the background, which on the NES, they twinkle because of the artifacts of how it generates color. As you move, there's like 3 phases for each of these dots to appear kind of darker or lighter. They twinkle. It's kind of nice. Finally back to the tank. And now the tank has this dive engine. So it says dive, and it like turns one of your wheels into a... It's like the two... Like there's 2 panels on the side of the wheel, and it's like they open up and shoot out fire for the hover, and when you dive, it's like they open sideways and the wheel turns the other way. And I guess it's like a motor that spins or something. I don't know what the idea is, but it's cool. I really love... The tank has such wonderful animation. It's really great. Oh, Enigma Wave's here. Oh, right, I can't go up there. I have to go around here. That's fine, though. This area is nice. Oh! Okay, so I'm pressing down to swim down, but if I'm holding down and press the button, it also does the special attack. Hi there, SOTS28. How's it going? Hi, Enigma Wave. What were you playing? Was it more Star Tropics or something else? I like how I keep moving down and like that... You keep seeing that snail moving into view, and every time it moves out of view, it freezes again and disappears. So it like keeps hanging in midair. So you can't shoot up while you're in dive mode, which is kind of interesting. Double PB on Star Tropics, 2 deathless runs. That's amazing. Well, congratulations. Also, SOTS28, I'm wondering, is that an acronym? Because when I see SOTS, there was somebody who made, I wouldn't call it like a finished game, but there was a game called Saga of the Stars? Saga? That's the word that seems to have 2 pronunciations, but, Saga of the Stars, which was made with like the Verge RPG engine, which was like this free RPG engine in the late 90s, early 2000s, and a bunch of people were making games. I was kind of involved in that community. Mostly we just hung out on IRC and chatted. But that's what I think every time I see SOTS. But I don't imagine that's what your name means. Hi there, Axio. How's it going? Yeah, I guess you'd remember the Verge crowd as well. It's kind of obscure. I think it's just like people who are in this one IRC channel circa 2000 would have heard of it. But, I don't know. It's something that sticks in my memory. Did Verge have any relation to the OHRRPGCE? So that's something Hamster Republic RPG creation engine? I forget what the O is. It was around at the same time. I don't think it's related, but it existed at roughly the same time. So there may have been some overlap in the people who used it. Like, I remember hearing about it. Ooh, Disney's Song of the South. I don't think I've ever watched that, but I've, like, seen bits of it. MZX... So Megazoo? Is that what it's called? Hi there, Noru. Okay, so you can go down. There's a little kind of meandering path, but it's not that meandering. And this is a little shortcut here. Oh, these rock enemies. This area right here has a lot of, interesting thing. So Megazoo, like, I never saw Megazoo, but, or Megazoo, I don't even know how it was supposed to be said. I saw, like, screenshots of it, and I heard about it, and I think I once played a platformer someone had made with it, who was a member of the Verge community, and I think that's where I heard of it. So I think there's, like, some overlap. Like, Zarathustra, I think he made some stuff in Megazoo. And then I remember playing... So this is the way to stage 6. Or wait, no, it's not. I got this wrong. So this is another, like, dungeon, like, you just totally don't need to go into. There's all these places in this game, like, you just don't need to go into. But, like, your first time through the game, you get to explore and find all these dead ends. Has the game been polite? Yeah, I haven't soft locked. I had my NES reset, or either that or it's a game bug. I'm not sure which. It's hard to be 100% sure of what's going on. But 15 minutes into my first run, the game reset. And I don't know if it was my NES or what. My NES is fine now, so could have been a bug in the game. It could have been my NES. So, like, the thing is, part of the reason I'm playing Blaster Master, I've mentioned this before, is because, like, my NES was basically broken for a long time. Okay, so this section I've only been to once. There is a map in the manual, but I think the general gist is up top right continually, and eventually you get there. I don't know. I've replaced every electrolytic capacitor in this NES. I don't know. I went through a period of, I don't know if it was 1 year or 2 years of just like replacing everything. Yeah, you accelerate slowly and you decelerate slowly. So you can see the wheels spinning on the ice. I don't know, I think it's neat. I think it's cool, but it's good that it's only one section of the game. But yeah, like, so my NES was resetting, all of a sudden it started resetting frequently, like every 10 minutes or something. So I recapped the power supply. The power supply definitely had a bad electrolytic in it. I found one that like leaked all over the power supply board. I replaced everything in that. And then it got better. It was only resetting like once every half hour. Oh yeah, I never went in this room before. It's not the way I need to go, but I want to see what's in this room. Let's equip the homing missiles, because I'm out of regular missiles. Oh man, it's full of spikes! My curiosity was not rewarded. Maybe I should have jumped to the ground. Do you think the ground would have been full of spikes? I don't know. Like, do you think the ground would have damaged me? The ground damages you in the first area of the game, but it didn't damage me in a later area, so I kind of wonder if that was... It killed the frog? Well, no, the tank... Or not the tank, but Jason kills the frog eventually. Well, maybe. He seems to come back like... Oh! Oh, I see. Okay, so the... Oh, I understand now. So this part at the bottom exists as punishment for failing the jumps. I haven't gone through this bottom right door before, so I feel like I should check what's in here, but... Okay, it's just another room with spikes. I'm gonna... Wait, does this go back? Can I recover from here, or do I Oh, I have to go to the right now. Okay, so that's interesting. I like these bombers, and they don't seem... I like how they made these bomber enemies. They only care about the tank. They won't try and bomb Jason when he's out of the tank. I don't think. So where do I go from here? So last time I came here, I got through that other area first. Oh! Okay, I think this is an earlier room, and I went right. Yeah, it's the same room. Okay. So the deal with Blaster Map... That answers another question I had. So the deal with Blaster Master maps is every area is like a big grid. And I don't know if it's like 256 tiles by 256 or what, but it's a square grid. And if you go off the right side, you wrap around to the left side. And I should show you the manual again, actually, just because the manual does show this. So I wondered if they wrapped in a way that... So here we are in stage 6. So we're probably in this room right now, and then it wraps to this room, and then I just came back to this area here. But that's the thing, I didn't understand these maps when I first saw them. I looked at the maps and I'm like, this doesn't relate to what I've seen at all. You know? Like, it made no sense. And then I realized they were wrapping. Like, I was like, why are these rooms like this? They don't correspond to... Like, I went to the right and to the right, and there's more stuff to the right, but this is a square. So yeah, it's Pac-Man logic. I wonder if this isn't inspired by Xanadu. When I played Xanadu, it had really funny wrapping logic for the levels. On MSX. It was an MSX game, but oh yeah, the Stage 7 map. It's got tunnels everywhere. So when you enter a tunnel, it usually goes somewhere nearby, but there's no more doors on the map, so it's hard to know how to get anywhere. You just have to follow the doors. Oh, that was another interesting difference between the Japanese manual and the English manual. Any looping. What's the difference between wrapping and looping? To me, they're the same thing. It has a map. So it says stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, but it stops giving you maps after stage 4. Whereas the English manual gives you stage 1. It also gives you the overall stage map, like how they're connected. I guess they figured the backtrack to stage 1 to use your hover ability was too deep a secret or something. So stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, but they skip 4 and 5. And this seems like an accident. It seems like they accidentally omitted them. And they have stage 6 and 7. And no stage 8 map. And then they have this collection of bosses. Here's a boss that's not in stage 7, which makes me wonder if it's the final boss. It says they can't show me the master boss, but they don't show the stage 1 boss either, which is really weird. So they show 7 bosses, but not the stage 1 boss. And I didn't see this in stage 1 to 7, so it's got to be in stage 8, and it's on the cover of the box, so I don't know. It's really weird. Anyhow. Grocery store brand Mother Brain, is that what you call the first boss? I think it's more of just a keeping with the undersea motif. You got crabs, or aquatic motif. You got crabs, you got frogs, you got jellyfish. I think that accounts for all the bosses. There's 2 different kinds of crabs, which also, yeah, quickly working on manually having scrutinized 35 years later. Oh man, I read an, oh no, okay, so I gotta do this again. It's funny that I one-shot this is the first time I ever got here, and now it's taking me like multiple tries. I read an interview with Ted Woolsey, who worked with Squaresoft on a couple of games, and I didn't realize that he worked on less things than I thought. He didn't work on Final Fantasy VII. He didn't work on Final Fantasy IV. He might have worked on Final Fantasy V, but they didn't release it. I think he said he worked on Final Fantasy V. He worked on Secret of Mana, maybe Final Fantasy V, but it wasn't released, and then Final Fantasy VI. Like, basically that. And kind of during his time at Squaresoft, he basically ramped up their whole translation process. So by the time they hit Final Fantasy VII, things were a lot better, but he left at that time. Like, he went to pursue other things. He didn't, you know, he didn't realize what Final Fantasy VII was going to be before it existed. And he had, I think they told him, like, he had to move to LA to continue working. So he left because he didn't want to go to LA. I think that's what it said. Like, I read an interview with him recently, and it was very interesting. Oh, one thing I learned last time, you can get out of the tank and shoot these. They are below the level of the tank shot, but you can get out to shoot them, which is very useful sometimes. Mother prototype? Was that like found and dumped? Because, like, they did obviously release a translation for the Wii U version. Yeah, Earthbound Beginnings is what they called it on Wii U. Oh, I forgot these enemies. Oh, I forgot how annoying they are. Not now, I'm on ice. Please. Okay, those enemies are susceptible to ice physics as well, because normally they don't fall off platforms. That's funny. I like that. I like that a lot. But yeah, Ted Woolsey. So for years, I thought he had worked on Final Fantasy IV, and then he was responsible for Use Spoony Bard. But it turned out I was wrong. It was just like people writing articles back then. Ted Woolsey was like the only name they knew, and they attributed everything from Squaresoft to him for a while. And so I always thought that was a so-called Woolseyism, but no, Woolseyisms are from Final Fantasy VI, Secret of Mana. You know, he did the best he could with the problems they gave him. Final Fantasy VI, like, he had a bit more say, he had more time, and was able to do things a bit better. But he described the process. The interview was really great. Yeah, there's some things to pick up around here. Oh, I guess I don't need to... Oh yeah, Chrono Trigger. I think Chrono Trigger was his work as well. I think you're right. So I think he mentioned in the interview that he worked on Final Fantasy V, but they didn't release it at that time. Because he said he got there just as they were releasing Final Fantasy IV, and I don't know, he criticized something that was in the manual in the interview, which I don't think was in the shipping manual, which might have meant that that's what he saw and that he informed them of it and then fixed it. This room looks familiar. I think this is headed to the boss room. Okay. So I've only been here once before. Oh, Mystic Quest. Yes, I think that's probably true as well. Because that's right in that time frame. But yeah, it was just really funny to find out that, yeah, he's not responsible for Final Fantasy II. And after looking at the credits for Final Fantasy II, like, you realize it was two people working for Squaresoft Japan that knew English that translated it for English, which explains, like, a lot of the, like, when you think about it, a lot of things, but I hadn't thought about it until somebody pointed out to me that no, that's, you know, there's spelling mistakes and all sorts of things. Alright, so I think this is where the boss is. Let's go. Oh, I hate those enemies, like, teleporting everywhere. They're really hard to hit. Sometimes you get lucky. Yeah, I should not have gone back to fight this enemy. Look at it, go. The first time I saw this enemy, I thought it was really cool, but... after realizing how hard it actually is to hit, I don't think it's so cool anymore. Alright, see you later, RT55J. Oh, they only give hover power up too. So there's like no reason to fight them. Get out of here. Please. Okay. Oh, that's nice that it gives me power. Except I wasted it all getting it. Oh. Wow. Oh no, I'm gonna die in this dungeon and have to continue this whole section. Oh no! What's that good night? Is that a rabbit? Future 173 Sleepy. It is a rabbit. R.I.P. So I think that's the first continue. But like what I said about this game earlier, like the continues... well, I don't know. It depends on how much trouble you're having with this game, but... for me, this might as well be infinite continues, because... by the time I get to 5, like... it's been a long time. So, the disadvantage of continues is you lose all your accumulated special weapons. These 3 things, the missiles, the lightning, the homing missile. But that's not that big a setback. Because each of those is awkward to use. Because of how this game is put together. Everything is awkward to use. So it doesn't matter too much if you lose something because it's awkward. But, what's that one? So it's an RIP with a squid? Oh, it's an upside down squid. Okay, that's why I couldn't really parse what that is. These enemies are funny. If you attack them from far enough away, I guess they don't bother to mess with you. This room is tricky because you gotta get down here. Ugh. Once that thing falls off into the ice, though, it's not so bad. Okay. So this room is familiar because it leads to the big room. And I had to come back through it a bunch of times. So, do these spikes hurt you? These don't actually hurt you. Okay. I was worried about touching these, but, like, they're fine. So if I go left, this is just to the punishment room for if you fall down in the next room. Making it awkward provides the real tank experience. Yeah, I imagine, like, a real tank is really fussy to drive. That's an interesting thought. So here I can just collect some homing weapon. Might as well select it in case I want to use it. See, that's what the homing missile looks like. It just kind of flies around. That's some. I guess every time you shoot it, it shoots out 2 homing missiles, but it's often hard to hit things with it. So This doesn't seem actually that bad in terms of like how hard it is. You just need to, like how hard it is to execute it. But you need to figure out, like you need to look at it and see which ice blocks you need to destroy and which you don't need to bother with to get through. Here's the second room of jumping. Oh wait, no, they're not affected by... I was wrong about these enemies. They're not affected by ice physics. They just keep moving if you're above them and to the left. Okay. That's less satisfying then, but this isn't too hard, I would say. And especially now that I know that you can touch these walls. Like, these walls look like spikes, but they're not. They're benign, innocuous. And I think left here is actually a path... Oh, I don't know if I've gone into that room, but I know it doesn't lead to the boss, so I don't really want to waste my time in there. Because I know the boss is at the end of this room, right? So if you clear out this room, you get a bunch of cool stuff for your tank. Maybe it's better to clear out on the way out. There's homing missiles, but you'd probably have to hover to get it. There's some more kind of free homing missiles. So now I've got a good collection of stuff, and I haven't had to go anywhere. And it maxes at 99 anyway, so it's like, if you're not using it, you'll have too many in your inventory anyway. Like right now I could... Oh, I forgot that pausing would undo that progress. Probably should have taken that PAL, but no matter. Okay, wait, this is the way? Why does this look unfamiliar for some reason? Probably shouldn't. I probably was here a moment ago, but... Oof! Okay, that enemy was bothering me. Yeah, okay. For some reason I didn't remember that room. Hang on a second. Let me see if I can find... No, it wasn't that. Wasn't that? Wow, there was a lot of interviews with Ted Woolsey. I can't find the one I was looking for. I wanted to link that, but now I feel weird because, like, I can't find the... I definitely could find it if I look for... I know where I could find it, but... Sorry about this pause. Discord is so unwieldy. I'm in, like, 50 Discords, and I don't know how to find where I want to be. Hi there, Hazemaker. How's it going? Is that a max? That's a nice chaotic rabbit. I think Enigma Wave posted a rabbit emoji not long ago. Okay, where... Ah, I finally found it. The article I read. Sorry about it's taking so long. But, just if anybody wants it for later. Apparently there were a bunch of Ted Wilsey interviews. I guess he's been available. But that's an interesting one. I can vouch for it because I read it. It's weird to me that there's like these blocks to destroy at the bottom of this room, but I don't know how you would destroy them because you can't shoot down. So I'm curious if there's anything hidden in them or if they're for a purpose. This door on the left, I'm certain, goes back to the start of this stage. But how are you doing tonight, Hazemaker? Oof! I didn't realize I was going to keep on rolling. Turn left. There we go. Wow, the ice affects your ability to turn. Your wheels have to turn a certain amount before you can turn. That's funny. Okay, there we go. Okay, so if I can run away from that enemy, just do so. Watch out for the ice. Oof. Where did those guys go? Just hoping to get some power from them. Did they come again? No? Okay. So let's not slide into the ice a bunch of times this time. Oof! I said let's not. Oh dear. Oh, it is hard to make a 90-degree turn here. This is hard. Okay. So I think to make a turn... I made one successfully. Thank you. Oh, man, that was really hard. Okay, is there anything in this room to power me up? Anything at all? Why can't I hit that enemy? Okay, there we go. Anything at all? I'm surprised there's like nothing. I seem to recall finding like one power-up or something last time, but... Oh, I got a gun power-up. Okay, so there you go. There is at least a 4-gun power-up in this room, which actually makes it a lot easier to clear these out, because with the 4-gun power-up, some of your shots go curvy, which is, you know, one of those cursed blessing things. There's another gun power-up. So maybe it's... Oh, there's some lightning. Don't really need that, but... you know, cursed blessing, sometimes your shots go in a weird direction, but often that helps you hit enemies from the side, like that one. I just have to mash to hit it. I don't hit it with every shot, but every once in a while a shot goes the right direction. Oh, nice. I'm up to 6 gun. Oh, I'm back down to 5 gun. Oh, I'm up to 6 gun again. This game is very capricious. 7 gun. I'm careful. One of these might drop an 8 gun for me. Maybe not. Now, if I recall, this goes nowhere. Yeah, I think this is a room that I could have been in before, but I went the other path. Seven gun is fun though, you get these explosions everywhere. Hi there, Icurious. It's one of your favorite games. It's a really neat game. I can see why you like it. So here's the second version of the... I guess this is a crab. It's a different kind of crab. It's a green crab. But there's like 2 crab bosses. This one is a variation of the first one. Okay, gun 7 seems effective. So it's a lot like the first crab, but I don't know, it seems like my gun isn't hitting as often as I'd expect it to. Oh, now we're down to gun 6. So my gun can shoot down these little bullets, but not these like little clusters that the claws are shooting. Which is fine, because those are usually easy to avoid. Not that time. Okay, now I've got gun 5, which a lot of its shots go off to the side, which is not good against this boss. Can I not hit it with the grenade? Oh, it destroyed me. Ah. I was overconfident. Hang on. Is this worth going back a room or two for the power-ups? Is this the room with all the power-ups? This room has gun power-ups. Maybe. It has sometimes gun power-ups. That might be worth it. Wait. Oh, that enemy disappeared. Did I actually hit it? I lost my gun power-up. So is it worth going back for the power-ups, is the question. Might be. Ah! My health is low. My gun is not improved that much. So, okay, I knew there was 4-gun in this room. That's definitely worth getting. I think there's another gun off to the side here, though. Somewhere in here. There it is. I don't know if there's another one in this room. And once your gun gets to level 6, it's hard to hit anything. Let's see. Let's see what we can find. I want to get my... Oh! There's 2 guns in this room. Okay. That was definitely worth investigating then. Now I've got max gun. Let's see if I can retain it until the boss. Ooh. So a lot of these enemies should be gone, but some of them might reappear. On the way back. Hi there, Toxics. How's it going? Doing pretty good. Back to stage 6 of Blaster Master. Which I did not reach last night because I kept getting stuck in the wall. Okay. Another attempt at the boss. Oh, already down to gun 6. It's funny, like, previous attempts on this boss... I haven't found... Oh. No! Did each of those do 2 damage to me? I have to do this whole stage again. Previous attempts on this boss were not so bad. Like, they went smoothly. Well, actually there was only 1 previous attempt on the boss, so maybe I was lucky the first time. Oof. Okay, at least I remember this area pretty well. Like, it's pretty easy to navigate. Okay, I think that's my 3rd continue. So I'm starting to feel like I might not get through this game tonight. We'll see. Man, this room in particular really reminds me of Legacy of the Wizard, Dragon Slayer 4, like the volcano area where you have to jump off of enemies, except here you don't have to jump off of enemies, you just have to... not get wrecked by them. I like how these, like, bullet head things can get stuck, like, in midair. Like they're confused. What's nice about this area is, like, if I go to the left, it's clearly the... It's directly wrapped around from going to the right here. Like, if you fall down... Like, once you know this area, it's really clear what's what. It's one of the harder bosses. So I got through it last time I got this far, but I think I got through it on my first try, which is weird. But I have not yet been past the stage 7 boss. So I was hoping to make it back there tonight, just to learn a bit more about it. But, at least this seems to be a pretty easy stage to kind of get back through. maybe that's sort of a consolation for the ice being... Oh, I don't have... Wait, can I homing missile it? Yeah. Guess I might as well keep that on. Because I don't have any lightning yet. I guess the homing missile is more powerful than lightning, but it seems to be rarer. Okay, last room. Get some stuff up here. Which again, I could get on the way out because I don't know if I'm going to survive anyway. So what's the point of collecting it? Then again, I guess you can get it twice if you collect it on the way in. Alright, I think this is the last room. Oh wait, yeah. No, it's not the last room. Okay, there's this room, and then there's the ice climbing room. I'm glad I figured out that I could do this. Turn around and shoot up. Because shooting is tilted back a little bit. Right, I don't have to go back through there at all, because this is the shortcut home. Okay, here we go. Ice wall. Which I was hoping... like, when I saw this, I was hoping it was more of a puzzle to get up here than it is, but it's pretty easy to figure out how to get up here. Okay, here we go again. So these 4x4 ice areas are not hard to get through. But the 2x2 are terrifying. Why can't I shoot any of these eyeballs down? So this room is a nightmare to get through. Like I think I'm gonna die again. And somehow I got through it like the first time. First time I got here, this was no problem. Hi there, Ibanez, how's it going? So you gotta like hold diagonally against the ice after you step on it, or maybe just go through this room super fast and try and get to the P before you run out. Either way, yeah. Okay. So there are 8-gun in this room, if you're really careful. Somewhere. Don't remember exactly where, but it seems like it's not too hard to find them. Just have to shoot everything, as per usual. There's some lightning. So I think there's 4-gun, like in this corner somewhere. Somewhere. There's 4. And then there's another 4 somewhere back here. but I don't recall exactly where. Found it last time. I thought it was in the lower half, but... There it is. Okay. So now I've got full gun power. I'm lucky I'll be able to keep it. Nope. Well, I might get it back from this enemy here. Careful. Okay. Got it back. Ah! See, every time you take damage, you lose weapon power, which is funny. But those enemies tend to give it back, at least. That's weird. That enemy like disappeared for a bit. Okay, full gun power again. Let's see if I can make it to the end of this. To the boss. Oh, it seems like level 8 gun can go through walls. Didn't realize that. Well, that's useful. Okay. Is this the boss or is there one more room? I forget. Here it is. Okay. Let's see if I can hang on onto this weapon for a while. The main problem is... Oh! Okay. Down to 7. Oof! Down to 6. Yeah, every hit takes off 2. So I think I just got really lucky with the claws. And they never really hit me. Even though I got really close to them, like my first time on this boss. Oh! See, I went all the way to the left and I couldn't avoid that shot. Wow! This is a really tough boss. Okay, so I gotta run away. I can get my gun back, but... I'm amazed that this is like this boss is way more tough than... than my first encounter made it seem. So I don't know if there's any use to going back this way. Because that's all I see, and this is easier. Oh, I guess that's faster if you go straight up. But this way is easier. Oh. I'm realizing the handedness of my shot means I can kind of stand off to the side and shoot those enemies from above or below. Look, it just disappeared. Do you think it'll come back? There it is. It's weird. I think I'll leave them alone in case I take damage after collecting the gun power-ups here. Okay, so now I know one's kind of in the top left corner. Like, somewhere around here. Isn't there one like right around top left? It's not random, is it? I thought it was... Where's the 4-gun? See, last time the other 4-gun was like down at the bottom here. Okay, that's consistent. Where's the other one? I'm sure I cleared these out. I thought it was up here, like at the top. Now I'm not sure. Okay, so I'm definitely 3 continues down, maybe 4? I've lost count. But that is something I've said about this game. Like, by the time I'm out of continues, like, I've spent... It takes so long for it to happen that... It's a good time to stop anyway. I thought there was another 4-gun power-up here. And I feel like it just didn't spawn for random reasons, or... Because there was definitely 2 in this room before. And I've definitely cleared out the room. I think the positions of power-ups are consistent. And it was definitely up here, like right around here. So it just didn't appear this time. Which irritates me. So I left that enemy alone. Just gonna clear this out one more time. 'Cause at least it's faster with gun 6, but... Yeah, no, it's not there. I feel like if I destroyed enough enemies, it might return. These enemies might drop enough guns too, since they seem to have reappeared. I forget if they have reappeared or if I've just like left them alone. 7-gun is pretty good to have. This is weird, because I thought when facing the boss, I got knocked down to 7-gun and it went through a wall, like it was colored like this. Now I'm confused about like how the power-ups work again. I already thought it was pretty confusing, but okay. So here's the deal. I'm gonna try not to get... I'm not gonna follow this enemy to the sides of the screen so that I can stay in the middle, thus giving myself time to avoid the unblockable shots. Like claws and the quadruple bullet thingies that keep coming on the claws sometimes. So instead of just like following the crab wherever it goes, I stop at about that point. You know, about like 1/4 from the side of the screen. Just so that I leave myself room to maneuver. I think that's what I needed, that I was missing. Leave myself room to maneuver in case the claws come down. So don't get too close to the edge. This seems to be working. Oh! That seemed hard to avoid. Why is it exploding? Why is it why is it partially exploding? All right. Well, that's the end of my beer. Do I need to finish it off? That took a strangely long amount of time to explode. I was worried that I had locked the game up again. Oh. Okay, let's get out of here. Into the tank. What have we got? We've got wall 1, so we can now climb walls. Which will get us into the next area, which I believe is accessed through Area 5? Or Area 4. It's the gold... No, not through Area 5 or 4. It's accessed through Area 2. There's gold rooms in it. I could look it up in the manual, but I'm certain of this. So the nice thing here, well, one, we've got lots of lightning. Except my lightning is... I've hit the the bug where the lightning, like, hangs for a moment. There we go. Lightning's back. Maybe I can hit an enemy with it. There we go. It does move chaotically, so it's not the most useful weapon, but it does hit enemies below me. Anyhow, this is a quick passage to the start of the level. Just back here to the left, I think. Oof. I didn't mean to hover. There we go. Area 5. So I've got to go all the way up to Area 2, I believe. And then climb the wall of a room in there. Hopefully I don't hit any invisible pipes that suck me into the wall in this place. Right. Oh! Area 6 is directly... Okay. It's funny how, like, getting close enough to open those doors just, like, also climbs the wall now. Okay. So I probably have 2 continues left? It might only be 1 continue. To tell you the truth, in all the excitement, I can't remember myself. But I am feeling lucky. Area 1. Okay, so we gotta get back to Area 2. These enemies behave a lot like the bullet enemies. I like these, like, repeating tiling backgrounds. Like, it looks like a kind of tangled vines, but it's a regular pattern. Those are really neat. This area does remind me a lot of, like, Hibireke, Euphoria. Oh, I could fill up my hover! For the cost of, like, 3 hover, I could fill up my hover. Hang on, maybe I'll do that. That seems like it's worth doing. Hang on, I'll get back to the hover grind spot right here. Can I get these without dying? Maybe not. I don't think so. My hover is crap forever. So I think I need 3 hover to get up to the second platform where I can refill my hover. Might be better to get 4 or Oof. No! I wasted a continue. Oh. I didn't think I'd fall. That hasn't happened before. Whoa, those bombs are damaging. I don't know if I want to grind for Hub right here, because, like... it's so dangerous. If I just get hit once or twice, I'm toast. Did I leave some enemies behind? Yeah, there's no POW to pick up now. Kool-Aid Man? It's purple Kool-Aid Man. I like that. Purple Kool-Aid's a good Kool-Aid. That reminds me, when I got to university, people were having a thing called a Purple Jesus Party, where basically, like, you make purple Kool-Aid and throw a lot of alcohol into it. And then invite people over to drink it. That was a thing. I don't know if that's still a thing, but... that was a genre of party when I got to university. I don't know if I want to attempt this, because I'm like one hub away from it being... okay, let's do it. Oh, I can grab it, but it's dangerous. Okay, let's see if I can get my hover refilled from this. Because I think it takes like 3 hover to get to each platform. Damn it! Should have gone for the 4. Okay, I'm not going back for that. Too dangerous. It's funny, like, with this game, like, you start playing it, and this first room teaches you how dangerous the game is very fast. Oh. Nice. Okay, that's a good health power-up. Okay, so how do I get to stage 2? Oh, that's right. There was like a weird demon door down into the left here. And that's gone now, but it created a door. So these mines are actually a really good source of power. You just can't hit them from the ground. You can hit them by getting out of your craft, which can be useful. Okay, I'm at full power again. Oh, I have no special weapons for now. Oh, I jumped through that power? That felt unfair. But not unexpected terribly. Okay, so I think if I go straight to the right here, and then down just a little bit, I think this is the way... Oh wait, no, this isn't... No, this is the way to stage 3. Okay, so I think I need to get to the other gold room. Which is on the other side, so I think past this room there is... No, I don't think it's this way. I think it's to the left. And then up. I think there's 2 big gold rooms, or maybe there's only one and I'm, like, confused about it, but... I think up to the right here gets me into another gray room. Oh no, that heads toward the boss. That's not the right way. Okay, there's only one big gray room. Okay. And then it leads back into this room? Anyways, I think there's a door on the left of this room somewhere that leads to a place I can climb the wall. Right, I cannot attack those by tank means. Is this where I came in? Oh, no, no, this is the way, this is the way. Okay, so it was bottom left of that room. And that leads to this, and right here, you want to just climb the wall. And this leads to area... Area 6. Yeah, and then this room is like exactly like a room you found earlier, but... or very similar to a room you found earlier. Oh wait, no, I should pick up those homing missiles. I don't have any weapons right now. And I am going to a pretty dangerous place, I think. Wait, where's the homing missiles? Weren't there homing missiles right here before? What did I come back here for? Hi there, Samus Villaflor? It's been a really neat game. I'm liking it a lot. Okay, that's some cool stuff. I thought there were homing missiles right above me? Oh, thanks for the subscription. But I guess not. I'm sometimes sticking to the wall by accident. I could have sworn... Oh, you know what? Okay, so I would have seen the homing missiles right there, but by the time I got over there, they had timed out. Everything times out. You see it, and you only have a short period to get it. Okay. Area 7. Wait! Oh, that's weird that those enemies drop P instead of H. Because they always dropped P before. Okay, that's not the way. Is this the way? So this area has many enemies that drop P, which is welcome because it's a dangerous area. Oof. Left one. I'm not sure if I have one or two continues left. And I've reached the boss of this area before, but I have not beat it yet. So... You pressed the button. Thank you for the subscription. Okay. I vaguely remember with this room you gotta go down by digging into pockets that let you drop down. Which is kind of neat. Oh, some power. I just don't need that. This music is like really high energy. I don't want to touch the wall because I want to keep from climbing up. So recall there's some items in the corner. Oh, it's just power. What do I have? Okay, so I've got a little bit of everything now. Is your favorite game? It's such a neat game. I had to read the manual to kind of like know what was going on, but once I did... Okay, these enemies might give me hover. Except I'd need hover to get it, so... that's curious. There is a room where they hang off the ceiling though, so I think there's a place I could get hover before the... The reason why I'm talking about hover is because there was a space... I love that I now know how to turn around and get that. Have I played Guardian Legend? I've seen it. I haven't really played it. Like, I've only played it for like a couple minutes. But it does... It is sort of a similar kind of idea where you're mixing like two different modes, and one of them is that like top-down walk around exploration shooter or whatever you want to call it. Though from what I understand, this game was directly inspired by a game called Robo Warrior by Hudson, which later became kind of folded into the series with the Game Boy version. Okay, maybe I can get H from this. Nope. No luck. The Robo Warrior isn't as fun as this, but I think it was a big inspiration. I forget if that's like a shortcut home. I think that's a shortcut home. I don't think I want to go up there. I think I'm going to go right here. Yeah. Yeah, this looks familiar. Okay. Let's see if we can get some H. Nope. No H? Come on, give me some... Oh! The H isn't really necessary, it's just there's... Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Down I go. The hover isn't really necessary to collect, except there's... Is there going to be a mine? Yeah. Can't believe I fell off the platform there trying to collect it. Okay. Is there another one over here? There's a moment in this last room where if you have some hover power, you can collect a 4-gun power-up before you enter the final dungeon. But the final dungeon does give you enough gun power-up anyway, so I don't really need it. It's just... it'd be nice to walk in there with it and not have to, like, ace the beginning of it. Is this the room? Yeah, I think this is the final dungeon room. Or the room that leads to the boss of this area is what I'm saying. So there's a room here to the right. I think it's just down here with a gun that I can't get. Right here. Because you can climb the wall, but I need hover. So I can't quite get it. I think that's okay. Because there is 8-gun in here. I just have to be really careful. Or lucky. I think lucky is the word. Doesn't really matter if I take damage before I find the first gun, but... And you know what? I probably don't really need the gun to beat the boss anyway, because it seems like grenades are more effective on it anyway. Because it's a redux of the frog, but it's chaotic. So I don't know if gun really helps in shooting it anyway. We'll see. The gun helps get through this dungeon at least, because you can shoot around corners at the enemies. I think that's a dead end. Once you get the first gun power up, it's a lot easier because you can diagonally approach these guys. My nose is itchy. Okay. Just always firing because I never know what's coming up. I don't have this memorized or anything. The nice thing about these enemies is they walk very predictably. They only go in straight lines towards you. And they kind of only switch at certain intervals, so it's easy to kind of predict where they're going to go. Okay, there's the other gun, so now I've got the 8-gun power-up. So if I hang on for just a moment longer, I can... just get there without taking damage. Keep this gun. But this might be my last continue. Oh! There we go. Knocked down to 7-gun. Here's the boss. Which I think is a frog that I want to... 1, 2, 3, 4... Okay, 1... So you never know how many jumps it's gonna make. I don't think I'd even hit it. What? Did it go like from... There, I hit it 3 times with grenades. So I don't think the gun even matters in this dungeon. Oh man. What a boss. Okay, I've still got to continue. I need a momentary break. I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Okay, I'm back. Oh. Yeah, the music's pretty high energy. Maybe high stress. So this might be my last continue? I'm not sure. Probably is. So it's very interesting to me that they deliberately made like these flying enemies that give you hover everywhere else. Oh wow. I underestimated this place. Let's just keep going. So these flying enemies that give you hover in every other place, they don't here. Is there anything cool? I should have just ran through that area, because like, as long as you can get to here, you know, you get some extra power and... I guess if you just want a platform, you can pause. Oh, I had been holding that a while. It was just super relief to let that one go. Okay. So I maybe have 2 lives left. This is just power? Yeah. Don't need it. This seems cruel to me that it... Yeah. Look at that. It's like one of the few sources of hover in this area. And... not very accessible, or can't be accessed without hover, which sort of defeats the purpose, doesn't it? Can't even think. There's so much. Okay, this is the room with the robot guys that drop down, and oh no, it's not. Still seems prudent to fire shots in the air just in case enemies are coming. So you can collect a dropped power-up all the way up to the top, but an enemy that started on the top, you cannot collect without hover. And nothing drops hover in this area except this one kind of enemy. Okay, we got hover. Maybe. Maybe. If this is incollectible, I'll be shocked. I am shocked. No! Even that's uncollectible. That is cruel. That is so cruel. I don't quite recall what's down here. Oh yeah, this is a very linear room, but I don't think it leads anywhere. I think it's like a dead end. And the ones I can reach don't drop it. Well, that was just bad luck. There might be stuff in there, but I know it's not the boss room. Actually, I'm pretty sure there's no hover in that particular room because I think I went through it last time I got here. So what was I at? Left 1? We've got 2 lives left. Probably no continues at this point. Seems unlikely that I'll beat the game tonight. I'll see, I guess. Actually, I guess I don't need to scour this room because I know the enemies in it only drop P, which I don't need. Like, maybe on the way out I can use it, but I happen to be low on the way in. It would just make me satisfied if I could collect that gun once. Even though, like, I just proved you don't need it. You know, like, against the boss, it's no good anyway, I don't think. Maybe it is, I don't know. Like, I think against the boss I want to feed it grenades for the most part anyway. So having 4-gun coming into this makes, like, the first quarter of this dungeon a little bit safer, but it doesn't matter so much because, like, these enemies all drop power anyway. Why isn't this one shooting? I think this happened last time, like, these enemies just stopped shooting at some point for inexplicable reasons. But it would just be nice to walk into this dungeon and already have the power, you know? But I just wasn't up to it. I guess next time I would be up to it, because I know to race through this area and not stick around to take damage. It seems like faster just to go full speed non-stop. Take damage when it comes rather than try and fight enemies and take a lot of damage when you ultimately fail. There we go. I'm tired of pressing the button so much, just constantly mashing the whole time in case something's ahead of me, because usually there's something ahead of me. Oh, I lost 1 gun. I'll be going in with 7-gun, except it looks like the 8-gun power. I don't know how this works, because, like, sometimes 7-gun looks like this, sometimes it's not multicolored. I wonder if that's another bug, or what. Last time I took damage, like, extremely right before the boss. Okay, here we go again. 2, 3, 4-ish. Didn't even open its mouth. 4. I hit it once. I have no idea how I'm going to beat this boss. Oof. Okay. I don't think it's worth going for the gun, honestly. Oh! Okay, if I stand right next to its foot, maybe the fire can't hit me? For some reason the fire didn't hit me. There, it hit me pretty good. For some reason I was too close to hit it. Oof. Hi there, Israel Shabafar. You've come just in time to see the end of Blaster Master for this evening. Okay, that's a tough boss. That's a real tough boss. This is a neat game. I don't know how I'm gonna get past that boss though. So that's the second time I've gotten there. I only got like a couple chances at it. Oh, hi there, Ori Plane. Welcome in to the end of the stream. I would admit, the first time I got the wall climb, I was like, hey, it's like Snailly-Ad. Because I hadn't played this one before. I played Snailly-Ad first. So I'm not surprised to hear that. Oh, okay. Well, that was a good run. I think that that attract mode screen was broken. It was supposed to be showing like a boss fight, but it was in the wrong room and the boss didn't appear. That was kind of interesting. Oh. I was pointing out at the beginning that the attract mode has this like weird orchestra hit sample that plays very quietly, but just kind of like repetitively. And it doesn't sound like random data, it sounds like an orchestra hit sound sample. So it's like in the ROM, but it's like, why would it be in there? Like here you should be able to hear it. In a moment, maybe. There it is. Anyhow, it just kind of plays constantly for the tank mode attract demos, I think. I'm wondering if it's the same orchestra hit that's used in Fester's Quest, because I think there is an orchestra hit in its soundtrack. But it's just really weird. It's really quiet, and it's just there for no reason. Someone said the prototype version of it, it might be used in some of the music, or it might be, I don't know. Like, it might have had a planned use, but then they kind of cut it and just never ended up using it in the game. Anyway, that's it for me for tonight. It's been a couple hours and I don't have another run in me. I was saying that, like, it has 5 continues, and to me, like, that's more than enough for this game, because, like, by the time I get through 5 continues, I'm tired. Yeah, there's something on the Cutting Room Floor website about it, but I can't remember what it said. Anyway, all right. That was Blaster Master. So I think all the top view attract modes are broken right now. They're just like in the wrong room for some reason, which is really interesting. And I don't know if that's like a consequence of having died on a boss room or something. Maybe they don't trigger because I killed it already. Maybe that could be it. That could be an explanation.